everyone. Welcome to Dr. Swami Talks. As you all know that the first Sunday of every month, we conduct coffee table discussions. As part of this coffee table discussion, that is CTD, we have been inviting people who are eminent in their particular areas and who have got a lot of knowledge and experience to moderate this and participate in these discussions, in this slightly light-hearted discussions, yet on serious topics, of course. So, till now we have conducted four coffee table discussions, CTD 1, 2, 3, 4, and today we're going to talk about, we're going to discuss on the topic senior citizens, whether they are boon or bane to the society. So on this topic, today there are members who have joined to express their views. And for this particular CTT, we have requested Mr. P.S. Murthigaru to moderate this discussion. And earlier he conducted some CTDs, and this one also he has taken up and he has kindly consented to moderate this discussion and then navigate through the ideas and insights that are going to be provided by the members in the discussion. So, may I request Murthigaru to please take on from here and moderate the discussion, please.
Good evening, friends. I most heartily welcome you to this today's Dr. Swami coffee table discussion on senior citizens, a boon or bane. The lifespan of human beings is marked by the successive change of events beginning from birth to death, passing through various periods of infancy, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and of course, ultimately old age. Thus, growing old is a natural phenomenon of human beings and is inevitable. But old age is the most critical stage where one faces problems, what socially, physically, mentally, emotionally, and even economically. The population of the elderly persons has been increasing over the years. As per the UNESCO estimates, the number of the aged 60 plus was around 590 million in 2005. Further, by 2050, the world will have more elderly than younger people, crossing 2 billion mark. You know, it is very amazing. In India, the population of elder persons has increased from nearly 2 crores in 1951 to 7.2 crores in 2001. This is as per the census of 2001. Now it is more because already 10 years has passed. So in other words, about 8% of the total population is above 60 years. I am told the figure will cross 18% mark by 2025. At present, about 95 million people in India are above the age of 60, and of them, as many as 8 million people, that is 80 lakh people, are currently above the age of 80 years. That means around 1 crore of the population is more than 80 years. This is very alarming, you know. Earlier in the joint family system, the elderly enjoyed a respectable position in the family. But of late, with the deterioration of the joint families into nucleus units, it is not the same now. That is why some feel old age is definitely a bane in India. In our present day society, where the money is the measure of everything, the elderly are looked upon as an economic liability and a social burden. Family situations and financial position do play a part in influencing the lives of elders. Some are fortunate to live with their children or within their easy reach. They lead a relatively satisfied life. The longer the distance, the greater their feeling of insecurity and loneliness. The presence of relatives, friends, and old age homes, like what is maintained by Aid India or the Ramakrishna Mission, whatever it is. The presence of relatives, friends, and old age homes, though comfortable, cannot provide for emotional needs. Okay, because the children began to see their parents as a burden, these parents at times wander out of their homes or are thrown out. Some dump their old parents or grandparents in old age homes and do not even come to them anymore. In fact, many old people unable to bear the loneliness commit suicide, and many more clamoring for the right to die rather than be forced to live with the indignities and hopelessness of old age. But some feel there is nothing like boon or bane in social life, and it is just a state of mind. Okay. There are many old people in India who are doing miracles, getting nobles, and there are many who are just lying in the bed waiting for death. So this is the scenario. The present day elders truly represent the generation of the pre-independence area and known for a value-based life. As most senior citizens are highly experienced, they can contribute tremendously to the welfare of the society. At present, it is estimated that less than 5% of seniors are engaged as consultants or advisory committee members, such sort of things in various sectors. Whereas I understand there is a potential up to 40% utilization. Hence, given an opportunity, they can make significant contribution to the socio-economic development of the nation. At present, it is not out of place to mention here that to protect the interests and welfare of senior citizens, we have a lot of mechanisms like Article 41 and 46 under our Constitution, Article 37 of the Directive Principles, and most importantly, various provisions and sections under the maintenance and welfare of parents and senior citizens. However, on the other hand, the factors and issues that affect senior citizens are, which I noticed, are age deterioration, gender dimensions due to aging, quality of life, health, physical and physiological, nutritional food, housing and support arrangements, abuse of older persons, economic issues, social security and protection, intergenerational issues due to the demographic shift, issues of their active participation in social life, and of course, sharing and caring by the society. That means by the kith and kin or the relation or the friends, whatever you may say. Hence, the purpose of Dr. Swami's CTD today is to deliberate upon the present scenario on status of elders in the society, various governmental and non-governmental mechanisms or means or facilitations, financial or societal, to provide comfort to senior citizens and their efficacy. That means how far they are workable and how far they are truly implementable. Status of various provisions, legal, constitutional, and administrative, to protect the rights or obligations and retaining the prestige of senior citizens, as what I say, today's father will be tomorrow's grandfather. So, it is necessary to provide a fair deal to the citizens so that they are able to peacefully, constructively, and satisfactorily pass their lives. And last but not the least, ways and means to utilize the knowledge and experience of older people so that they too can contribute to the overall development of our country. That is what Dr. Swami is doing today now with these kind of debates on topical interest. We had 4 or 5 sessions, and we had session on women empowerment. We had session on after COVID, what next. So that means COVID work from home, what next. So like that, topical interest topics of interest are being taken. With this background, I would like to take above issues one by one for deliberation by the August panel members and esteemed participants of Dr. Swami's coffee table discussion now. Now our esteemed guest, Mr. Rajeshwar, has joined us. He is the country head for senior citizens first aid Helpage India organization. And he's the head of the mission for livelihoods and emergencies at Helpage India. So, Mr. Rajeshwar, I have already given, anyhow, during the debate, we'll be able to you'll be able to line up and link up and throw light on what the NGOs are doing.
Thank you, Andy Murthy garu. Which is a preferred language, Telugu or English?
If you have time, you can be here, or if you are otherwise.
As you can see, I'm on the road.
Hello?
I just hello. As you can see, I'm on the road.
Hello?
Okay. Hello, you can hear me?
Okay.
I'm on the road, so I was wondering if.
Okay, Raju, go.
Yeah. So, andariki namaskaram. No, I was wondering what is the medium of speech? English, Hindi, Telugu.
No,
Which one?
it's a multilingual. It's a multilingual.
I heard somebody said English.
You can talk Hindi, English, Telugu, Tamil, whichever is comfortable to you.
You know, I'm comfortable.
And
in
we
English.
have
Anyway,
Rajeshwar,
namaskaram andi
we have
andariki.
Parthasarathy garu.
Yeah. Oh, namaskaram andi Parthasarathy garu.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically,
Parthasarathy garu is
it's a
our
very.
Indian Revenue Service officer, retired.
I know. I have seen the letter that was addressed to MSJ. Yeah. So just if we go back to our own, I mean, I'm not yet old, though my hair has grayed, but I have a senior citizen behind me. That's my dad. 20 years ago.
And Dr. Swami, by the way, Rajeshwar is my
Hello.
nephew. That's why I could catch him. While on road also, I caught him. And I put him here. So, carry on.
Good. That's
Yeah.
great, sir.
So
That's great.
yeah. So basically, 20 years ago, I don't think anybody asked this
Carry on.
question whether senior citizens are a bane or a boon. 20 years ago. So what is it that we are now talking about? Why is this question come up today? Is something that all of us parents, I mean the generation which was born between 1960 to 1980 has to think, because these are the guys who are responsible for this question to come up. Hello, can you hear me? See, the generation today, the senior citizens today, that is those who are born between, let's say, before 1950, 1960. Okay, they are senior citizens today. If this question is lingering in them, it is their children probably who are responsible for it. Now, to give you a statistics and all, it's very easy for me, but I think more than statistics, because everybody knows there are 14 crore elderly. It was 10.4 crore by 2001 census. It is not 10.4 by 2021. So 2011 census, it was 10.4 crores. We are estimating it to be about 14.6 crores. Now this 14.6 crores, out of this, who is that is questioning whether they are an elderly or a bear or a boon? And why is it that this question is arising? These are the two dimensions I think that the panel can discuss, and of course the participants can think about it. Why is it that our parents didn't ask us this question? Why is it that we as parents are asking this question? The simple fact of life is probably there is some when we go and keep talking to the youth of today, whom we call the millennials and Y generation and the Z generation. I don't know what Z plus plus whatever. These all sound to me like TV channels. What what I realized is, I mean, I will not name the corporate. This corporate actually provides consultancy services to even governments. I went to this corporate and I said, see, and they offered to do a communication package for us pro bono. So when I went and said, see, I want at least 2 out of every 10 youth to become Shravan Kumar, he said, sir, where does he work? That's the status of Shravan Kumar. People do not know who is Shravan Kumar. So that's the values, that's the ethics that we have communicated as parents to our own children. Don't blame the net and everything. Now this is one. Second thing is, if you look at any elderly person today, of course there is an economic security, but what is it that they are exactly looking for? The biggest problem that I see, if anybody is saying elderly, being an elderly person is a Bain, it is because they lack the constructive engagement that they require. They have a lot of idle time. They have a lot of idle time, but they don't have anybody to speak to. I think the COVID situation last year that we faced, and we have our helplines across all the 23 states. The biggest problem this elderly faced was they didn't have anybody to speak, and the same problem only last year because of the lockdowns each youngster faced, because they are all limited to looking into the Zoom and having this. I mean, it's a boon for us now, because now we are all able to talk about on Zoom. Probably 12 months ago we would not have thought about talking about on Zoom. But fact of life is they have a lot of time that the government, that the civil society, that the NGOs, everybody can use. Problem is, where are these elderly? What do they want to contribute for? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody has an iota or an inkling of this thing. Just to bring you up to date, the government of India, Ministry of Social Justice, is now talking about something called an aggressor group, where they are talking about bringing in senior citizens and their experience to contribute to various programs that are happening not only for senior citizens but the community at large. So, if you look at it, there is a recognition that elderly contribute. There is a recognition that elderly are deserving and they require support. The issue is with identification of this elderly. When you look at any person that is alive today, they want to live a life of dignity. Paruvu, Pratishta, Maryada, all that in Telugu. Pratishta is the same in Hindi. Okay. So they are looking for dignity, living in dignity and probably dying in dignity, but let's not talk about death right now. Now, if you're talking about living in dignity, what does anybody require to live in dignity? One thing is, yes, there is finance, that everybody requires to have finance. The second thing is the emotional support. The thing of recognition that yes, you are contributing. Unfortunately for us, most senior citizens today do not have anybody to share their feelings, emotions, etc. for, and therefore there is a problem that they don't feel wanted. I think that is a major problem that most of the elderly that come to us. I'll give you a classic case. Retired professor from AIMS. He was FRCS those days. Lots of money, but the kids are all in UK, US, everywhere. And he lives in a colony where everybody is like him, and everybody cannot move out. I mean, move out because of their own mobility issues, and there are also hang-ups. So the purpose of living and the purpose of life both are lost. I think the day that the elderly themselves come together, as senior citizens associations or community groups, give whatever name you want to give it to, but the moment you come together and at least share your issues with each other, and the second thing is probably what we are missing today, as like for even helpage, we have a list of senior citizens associations. We have a list of them. Okay, we have many senior citizens associations who actually support the cause, who participate in advocacy events, who put up their voice, who draft the memoranda that have to be submitted to various governments. But problem is, how am I going to make them contribute directly? See, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. If I go and tell senior citizens are going to contribute, senior citizens are contributing, etc., etc., they say, okay, fine. What will they contribute in? Now, that particular data in which they will contribute in is missing. So, this is the external view of what we don't have about senior citizens. The internal view of every senior citizen is, I think that second question that the moderator asked and the subject talks about Bain. No, you have worked all your lives, you have earned your living, and you gave your children. It is like you have done your dharma. And after that, it is now, see, the problem is with expectations. Because we took care of our parents, our children will take care of us same way. Not, financially, not even otherwise. The way we respect our parents, our children will respect us. That's not going to happen because we made our own children too independent. I'm sorry to use the word, but we made them too independent. They think they know everything, and that's where the conflict comes. So at times, unless asked for, don't give any free advice. The moment you give free advice, they say, "Oh, we know," and then that is where you get hurt. Okay, this is my experience of seeing too many cases that come to us for abuse. Now, yes, there is neglect by children, but that neglect by children can be supplemented, can be overcome by
So
other means.
just can you stop the
Okay,
car and talk for 2 minutes?
I'm actually stop the car. Otherwise, I can't pay the fine. I don't want to actually. Yeah. చెప్పండి మూర్తి గారు. You're not able to hear me?
అమ్మ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తుందంట దిగి మాట్లాడమంటున్నారు.
Hello.
అంటే డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఉంది కదా,
sir.
డిస్టర్బెన్స్
Okay.
కాదు,
No, what
దిగి ఒక్క నిమిషం, ఓ 5 minutes మాట్లాడండి.
ఓకే. అంటే ఇంతవరకు
డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఉంది,
మాట్లాడింది
చాలా డిస్టర్బెన్స్, వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతా ఉంది.
ఇంతవరకు మాట్లాడింది ఎవరికి వినపడలేదు అయితే.
Lele, sir, it is clear. It's clear, sir. Rajeshwar, sir. It's very, very clear. Very clear, and then all the points are also
Okay.
noted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I understood a lot. I understood a lot. Thank you.
Excellent
Next to me is
points.
Mr. Divyan Murthy. He is my dad. Okay.
నమస్తే సార్, నమస్తే.
సార్ నమస్తే చెప్తున్నారు. నమస్తే
Namaste,
చెప్పండి.
sir.
నమస్కారం.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, Andy.
Okay. Now, I came back from Delhi to be with him. So don't expect that every kid is ready to do that. Okay. So see, it's all on our expectations, Andy. We have provided them those expectations. We told them this is where life is. We told them your career is in the US. We told them your life is in IT, your life is there, your life is there. But you never told them what is the ethics that we have to carry. We send them to Ramayas, we send them to Chaitanya, Narayana, whatever. And today, if you complain Narayana, Narayana, it is not going to happen. That guy doesn't have time for you. ఇప్పుడు అంతవరకు ఎందుకండి, ఐ హ్యావ్ 2 kids. ఓకే, దే grew up I mean to be teenagers outside outside Hyderabad, okay, with no contact with the grandparents except twice in a year. పెద్దోడు బర్త్డే సెప్టెంబర్లో, రెండోడు బర్త్డే మార్చి. వాళ్ళు వచ్చి దే యూస్ టు స్టే విత్ అస్ ఫర్ 20 days because I was in Delhi. So the contact they have, the intergenerational bonding that you and I had with our grandparents, that is not there. So you will feel lost, and that is where you will have this question, ayyo idu shapama varama ani. No, it's a varam. Age is a varam. Only thing is you have to make people realize that we have done it. I mean, I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason why anybody should question your capacity, capability, and your contribution to the society. Okay, I think that is where the huge problem is. Meeru mee prasnalu veyakandi. Meeru don't expect anything from generation Y and generation Z. Automatically, you decide that, okay, whatever Bhagavad Gita, I think Krishna said, I wasn't there, but I read. He said, do what you need to do. Don't wait for the fruit. Okay, whatever you have to do, you do. So you have done what you are supposed to be doing. Okay. Now, whatever comes back, let it come back. But because that is not coming back, don't spend your time thinking about what has not come back. Let me be honest with you. If you are 60 years today, I am speaking very clearly. If you are 60 years today, your life expectancy is 19 more years. Which means if you are 60, you can live till 79 pakka. Okay? I mean, then if there's an urgent call or whatever, trunk call, those days there used to be lightning calls, that's a different issue. But if you are 70 today, you live till 84. These are statistics. And if you are 80 today, there is a huge chance of you touching 1995. because of some fellow like Rajeshwar don't even think that aging is a bane. You have 15, 20 years of contributing life that you can do. ఈ రోజుల్లో చిన్నపిల్లవాడు కూడా బీపీ డయాబెటీస్ వస్తున్నాయండి. నాకు బీపీ ఉంది, నాకు డయాబెటీస్ ఉన్నది కాదు. The way you can overcome those, okay, like I'm really happy to see all of you participating in the debate. That means you found time, you thought this is an important thing. Similarly, you find important things. I see people do yoga, but యోగా పొద్దున అరగంట తర్వాత చేసిన తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తారు, చెత్త కార్యక్రమాలు చూస్తూ ఉంటాం. లేకపోతే ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ వాళ్ళిద్దరు దర్ ఆర్ 2 philosophers who come one after the other. Okay, my dad is a huge favorite, but when I ask him why are you watching it, he says ఇంకేం చేస్తాంరా, I mean what else can I do? I think you should find an answer for what else can I do. The moment you find what else can I do answer for that, then you will not ask anybody the question whether it is a bane or a boon. I think I'll stop it there. నేను బచ్చగాళ్ళండి మీ అందరి ముందర. You are all senior citizens. You have seen much more life than me. Okay, probably I have seen many different places and different kind of elderly. Let me be honest with you. You are all seniors, not just senior citizens. You are seniors. Okay, so there's a lot of experience all of you carry. And with that, I'll stop here. And if I said anything that might have hurt you in any which way, I'm sorry for that. It's only my emotional
అక్కడ
attachment to
సరిగ్గా
this
రావట్లా.
cause. Okay. Thank you very much. Murthy garu.
Raju,
Thank
Mr.
you, sir.
Rajeshwar,
Yeah.
Mr. Rajeshwar, if you can listen to the views of Mr. Parsarthi Garu,
Yeah.
I think the discussion will be complete. So,
Okay.
Parsarthi Garu, can you please comment on what Raju said and how the
I-
legislation is helping us in this regard?
1 minute, Murthy, I will go off video, then I can hear it properly because video takes a lot of bandwidth. Is that okay,
Okay,
Parsarthi
right.
garu, with your permission?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'll be here but off video. Chappan sir. Hello.
Parsarthi Garu, please give your views on what Mr. Rajeshwar told. Parsarthi Garu, are you there?
Sir, you are on mute, sir. Parthasari garu.
Right. Good evening, Mr. Murthy garu, Dr. Nageswara Rao garu, Dr. Swami, and other members of the meeting.
Good evening, sir.
Regarding this old age, whether it is a book or a bane, I want to say, like a coin having two sides, this old age is also having two sides,
Sir,
good and bad.
sorry to interrupt, sir. Your face cannot be seen fully, sir. Can you just change the camera?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
now it's
okay, sir.
now it's good, sir.
It's okay, sir. Now it's good.
Thank you, sir.
Carry on.
It's good, sir. It's now fun, wonderful.
And the elders have prepared the children like that now present society, no doubt we are preparing children, but they are getting prepared themselves in the society also. Society is also part of it in bringing up the children in their own way. Completely parents are not preparing the children nowadays. That is one of the reasons some children are getting up in their own way, and they are making elders a bit difficult days for elders on account of their behavior. They are thinking that the old age is bane, and the people who are brought up well, and not only through their parents but also in the society, they are feeling their old age as a boon, and they are making us to feel like that. And we are doing so many things, like our parents have done so many things to us, never we blamed them, and we lived in a combined family during those days. But now the families are divided. That is the main reason for the present state of affairs of senior citizens in the society. Even though many of the people giving due respects to the senior citizens, but that is not government found, it is not sufficient. the Indian Constitution has given some facilities to the senior citizens. Apart from that, Hindu Maintenance Act and CRPC, so many other acts give powers to the senior citizens to live an independent life with security and dignity. Why this came? Because the senior citizens are not able to live with the dignity, with the respect in the society. Government also has come into picture to support the senior citizens, to support them. Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Act is introduced in the year 2007. According to that, for senior citizens and also for parents, so many facilities are given. If the children are not maintaining their parents, the children can go to maintenance tribunals and get their rights. Like that, government is supporting the senior citizens very well, but implementation of the act is not in full force. For that, again, senior citizens are approaching the government to implement the act properly and see the senior citizens live with the dignity and security. The parent is not looked after well. If the parent has given any property as a gift to their children, that gift can be taken away back by the maintenance tribunal and it can be given to the senior citizens because the children are not looking after them. So such powerful provisions are also there in the act, but in implementation part, it is not going on very well, and so many things are going on to bring it onto the track. This way, senior citizens services are also being used by the society as well as by the government, but not up to the mark. Whoever is voluntarily going and wants to serve the society, such people are being taken by the government also, but proper atmosphere is not being created either in the society or in the government for taking services of the senior citizens who are willing to serve the society. Its Helpage India is doing a lot, as Mr. Rajesh Rao was also telling. What I am expressing, he must be a party to it. They are also trying their best to support the senior citizens and see that they are given proper facilities in the society. That way, senior citizens by themselves, they are fighting and they are trying to get the facilities to be provided by the government. Government is also, few people are not giving proper importance, and from our side also, we are also telling senior citizens issue may not be a priority for you as per the priorities of the official duties are concerned, but as human beings, you consider the issues of the senior citizens because you are going to become a senior citizen tomorrow. Like that, we are forced to tell the officers while implementing this act.
Very nice, Parthasarathy garu. Very nice.
Like
Chala point meeru Parthasarathy garu. Can I interview? Can I intervene?
Chapandi. Oh, please.
Yeah, అదే మీరు చాలా పాయింట్స్ దృష్టికి తీసుకొచ్చారు. ఇప్పుడు now let us Rajeshwar answer us how Helpage India can help in this regard. Number one. Number two, I request Nageshwar Rao garu also to kindly share his views on what Parthasarathy garu expressed and what the Helpage India and NGOs are doing for us.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are clear.
Okay.
Yes.
See, I think Parthasarathy garu has rightly mentioned, there is a maintenance act for Parents and Senior Citizens Welfare Act. Okay, and this was notified by various states. Some states have notified it in full. Some states have done their own drama. They have not done it well, etc. But the biggest problem is when you actually ask an elderly person to actually go and complain to the even to the maintenance tribunal. This is maintenance tribunal at the end of the day is a sub collector. Okay, I mean that starts from there. They say, sir, village. That's the major biggest problem. They say, my own child. So when I mean, our helplines get about, I mean, Helpage India helplines get about 10,000 calls. In 10,000 calls of abuse, actual physical abuse and financial abuse, I think in those 10,000 calls, hardly 40, 50 actually reach the level of the tribunal. The moment it reaches the sub-collector office, then, things start moving. And because luckily there is no, lawyer present in those cases, it happens. But the next question is, you look at the maintenance of parents and senior citizens welfare act. There are two parts to it. The first part is what children have to do to their parents, and the second part is what government has to do for senior citizens. That part has not been spoken about by any government to date. And this is what even Reddy Subramanian, the current secretary MSJ, was saying. And partly Helpage India also was looking at, informing all senior citizens association about what is the act. In Telangana we have a guy called Sham Puli. Chala mandi telsundachchu if you are a part of senior citizens association. Sham works with us in Hyderabad office. He's the advocacy officer. So he goes around. He tells.
Excuse me for interference, sir. Section 21 of the Act says that awareness about the Act is to be given to everybody, not only for senior citizens, but also officers implementing the Act.
I'm just coming there, sir. I'm just coming.
They themselves do not know what is.
I'm just coming to that. So first thing is, sir, unless there is a demand side happening, strengthened, the supply side is not going to react. I think let's get that straight. Second thing is, all police stations have a beat officer, at least on paper, who is supposed to take care of senior citizens. Then we did with all the district legal aid committee and the state legal aid committee. Uh, we have had, all the district judges actually go through a session with a retired High Court judge on the entire act. The problem is, sir, అంగట్లో అన్ని ఉన్న అల్లు నోట్లు అన్నట్టు, I mean, it's not changing. Only thing is, our people don't go. Our people don't react. This is first. Second question is, sir, how many senior citizens actually want that fellow to give you 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees? They are not only looking for money. Money is only, see, this is how the system reacts. The system, for everything, there is a fine and there is a punishment. Now, this fine, fear of fine is not going to give him love or affection or the dignity. Yes, he is going to survive. He is not going to live. I think this is the biggest thing. And so, Helpage India has been, what we are doing is, yes, you cannot cut down a tree from only one side. You have to saw on both sides. So, while we are saying maintenance of parents and senior citizen welfare act has to be advocated for, has to go down, has to percolate down to the levels and up to the level of the secretaries and all. We are also saying at the same time you have to bring this entire discourse on values, ethics, morals into the younger generations. So that's that double-edged thing that we are trying to do, and this is where we are trying to go. I'm saying here. Another
Good,
interesting thing
Rajeshwar
is,
garu. Good,
one minute,
Rajeshwar garu,
I will close with saying one thing. There is a new national action plan for senior citizens. There's a new thing, and it's there on the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment website. Second thing is, recently there have been 13 subgroups which have talked about what we have to do for senior citizens. I would request Murthy garu and of course Partharthi garu and others to actually look at it, and if you have any suggestions, please pass on to me, and I can try to pass it on to the ministry. I think that
Excellent.
way can I hang up, Murthy garu? I am on the middle of the road, middle of
Yeah,
nowhere.
yeah, okay. Excellent, Mr. Rajeshwar. Thanks for your really enlightened.
వద్దు అంతొద్దు
uh,
ఆల్రెడీ
Thanks a lot,
అంతొద్దు
sir.
కొంచెం చాలు. థ్యాంక్స్ అండి,
Okay,
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి.
okay. Then
Okay.
very
Right.
nice. We'll go ahead and we will go ahead
Yeah.
with the discussion. There are other
And
esteemed panel
please share,
members. They will,
and please share the copy of the recording so that I can go through it at night or tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Dr. Swami will
Yeah?
send the copy to you. Dr.
Sir,
Swami will
sir,
send the copy to
Sure,
you.
sir.
So,
Okay,
Thank you so much, sir,
Swami garu.
Rajeshwar, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
Bye.
you so
All
much,
the
sir.
best. All the best. Thank you. Okay, coming to the discussion now where we left.
Nageshwara garu. So Nageshwara garu has got something to say. He's been waiting.
Please.
Say, first of all, I am thankful. Are you audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Please
sir.
go
Very
ahead.
clear, sir. Very clear, sir.
Sir, first of all, I am thankful for Helpage India, P.S. Murthy garu, and my dear friend Sarath garu, Swami garu, everybody. Only thing, first of all, I am very sorry to comment. It's unfortunate there is no proper coordination among the senior citizens and NGOs. In India, there are different groups: educated, illiterate, pensioners, non-pensioners, retired villagers of farming community, and different sectors. We are unable to coordinate between all the things. Helpage India is a national level, international level unit. Okay, no doubt about it. I am coordinating with as a vice president of ASRA. Only thing is, adagande ammaina pettadu. We are not asking the government or officials putting our demands favorably. When we are asking our demands, they are taking it very easily. This is leftover stock. That senior citizen means leftover stock in the society. Example, for example, I am very badly commenting. Our Prime Minister is a senior citizen. Our Rashtrapati is a senior citizen. 60% of the politicians are senior citizens. Our CMA is senior citizen, but they are least worried about other seniors. It shows that the rich people are rich, poor people are poor. We are the poor citizens. You see, previously we have given a memorandum to our government in different sectors. One by one, we are getting results. Yesterday also, along with Parsad and we met it, the Secretary of Disabled and Ministry. When I am talking about our demands, they are feeling, Dr. Nageswara garu, don't tell us all negative points. When only points existing are negative. See, during Corona, we made some webinars with the help of Helpage India for the benefit of seniors. No employee has patted us. How are you, Nageswara garu? How are you, seniors? This is the situation, and we are not having the coordination between the states, not having the coordination between the senior citizen, not having the coordination between the associations of senior citizens. First of all, let us build a platform at national, state level, international level, all this. And also, another thing, bad thing, 2007 Act was started during 2000, 13 years were left. Now they are revising just like formulas. Farmers laws also they are revising and they are. It was yesterday I talked to the J.R. Gupta from Delhi, who is a very near to the Delhi government. Sir, our act was there and it was sent to the standing committee. We don't know when it will be cleared because they are fighting. So we have to put our demand in a better way, what we are doing now. I feel that one man says NRI Swami or something, Swami Garu, Dr. Garu, we are not given a proper training to our children. Who is at fault? We are at fault. We are sending our children to America, Russia, China, and all these things. And you don't know the fate of NRIs who is staying in India. Nobody is there to pat them. There is no social justice to them. And I am getting so many calls every day. My Mrs. is not seeing 1 year's age, my father. and he has applied divorce to his missus. That are the cases. See, first of all, not only discussing, still today, theory is going on. I'm a scientist. Theory is different from practical. We are not, we are hello, we are giving memorandums, but no follow-up. Ministry of Social Justice, one example I want to quote it. We have got 800 crores amount there. Nobody has taken, only 200 crores were spent, other amount was left over. If you will spread the entire available amount in India, at least each state will get 50 crores of rupees for the benefit of serious citizens. Who is taking it? I want to ask everybody, any representation of the combined representation from India, entire India combined, has gone to the government.
ఇది సౌండ్ ఎట్లా
Are you audible?
Hello, Nageshwara garu.
Hello.
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Can I interfere, Nageshwara garu? So,
Definitely, sir. Murthy garu, చెప్పండి నాకు కావాలి.
సో అంటే మనం ఏంటంటే మనము ఇప్పుడు ఈ కాఫీ టేబుల్ డిస్కషన్ మెయిన్ ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే జస్ట్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ద ప్రాబ్లం. మీరు అన్నట్టు మనము ఒక నేషనల్ ఫోరం లో ఇది పెట్టి ఒక రకమైనటువంటి ఒక జాగృతి కలగజేయడం అన్నది ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశం మనకి మెయిన్ గా. అవేర్నెస్. దానికి సిటిడి ఈస్ ట్రైంగ్ టు గెట్ వేరియస్ పీపుల్ ఆన్ బోర్డ్ అండ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు బ్రింగ్ వేరియస్ ఇష్యూస్, నాట్ ఓన్లీ సీనియర్ సిటిజన్స్. అంతకు ముందు 5 సిటిడిలు చేశాము, దాంట్లో ఉమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ చేశాము, తర్వాత రకరకాలుగా ఇట్లా వీఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు టేక్ వేరియస్ టాపికల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఇష్యూస్ అండ్ ట్రై టు డెవలప్ అపాన్. మీ ఉద్దేశం చాలా బాగుంది. We really understood.
ఒక్క విషయం చెప్తాను మూర్తి గారు, సారీ టు ఇంటర్ఫియర్.
చెప్పండి.
నాకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటంటే చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్, హైదరాబాద్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుందాం.
ఓకే.
యాక్టివ్ అసోసియేషన్స్ లేకుండా విజిటింగ్ కార్డ్ అసోసియేషన్ ఎక్కువైపోయింది. విజిటింగ్ కార్డ్ అసోసియేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి తెలుసా? ఆ విజిటింగ్ కార్డ్ లో ప్రెసిడెంట్, సెక్రటరీ ఉంటారు కానీ పనిచేయరు. అంటే డిస్ఫంక్షనల్, నాన్ ఫంక్షనల్. అక్కడే కోఆర్డినేటింగ్ కమిటీ అంటే అన్ని అసోసియేషన్లు మీ పనులు మీరు చేసుకోండి, అన్ని పార్టీలాగా. కానీ గవర్నమెంట్ కనుక రిప్రజెంట్ చేసేప్పుడు మనమందరం కలిసి పనిచేద్దాం అనే ఒక కాన్సెప్ట్ తీసుకొచ్చాను. దాంట్లో సక్సెస్ అయ్యి మన అందరినీ తీసుకొచ్చాను. మిమ్మల్ని నేను రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసేదంటే నేషనల్ లెవెల్లో కానీ స్టేట్ లో కానీ ఐడెంటిఫై సమ్ పర్సన్స్ హూ ఆర్ యాక్టివ్లీ participating for the benefit of senior citizen or anything what you are saying for ladies or gents, different.
Definitely.
అలా మీరు చేస్తే మనందరం కూర్చున్నాం. వాట్ ఐ వాంట్ సార్, దిస్ కాఫీ నాట్ ఓన్లీ జూమ్, నెక్స్ట్ టైం కరోనా వెళ్ళిపోయారు నిజంగానే కాఫీ తాగుదాం.
అక్కడ we have to meet and then correct. You are right. You are well taken, sir. Well taken.
That's what I want to see. ఫిజికల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్, ఫిజికల్. మూర్తి గారిని డైరెక్ట్ గా చూస్తే ఇంకా సంతోషిస్తా. ఈ
ఇట్స్ ఓకే. మనం గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్, సార్ నాగేశ్వరరావు గారు, గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ వాట్ షుడ్ వి డూ అన్నది వి విల్ డిసైడ్ అపాన్ యాజ్ ఎ కోఆర్డినేటెడ్ మేనర్. అండ్ నౌ బికాస్ వీ హ్యావ్ టైమ్ అప్ టు 5:30. దిస్ కాఫీ టేబుల్ డిస్కషన్ ఈజ్ అప్ టు 5:30.
అండ్ సజెషన్ సార్, టైం లేదు కాబట్టి కోఆర్డినేషన్ కమిటీ వేసి యాక్ట్ గురించి కొంతమంది, గవర్నమెంట్ రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ ఉందండి, స్పోర్ట్స్ కమిటీ కొంతమంది హూ ఆర్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ ఇన్ దర్ ఫీల్డ్స్, మళ్ళీ హరితహారం సంబంధించిన వాళ్ళకు ఇలా మీరు చిన్నగా ఒక 5-6 పెట్టి అందరినీ కలిపి యూనిట్ గా చేయండి. వండర్ఫుల్ రిజల్ట్స్ విల్ గెట్. మనము మన పిల్లలు మన బ్లేమ్ చేయటం కన్నా పిల్లలు ఎలా మెంట్ చేయాలో ఆలోచిద్దాం. పిల్లలు
రైట్. ఇప్పుడు రాజేశ్వర్ చెప్పింది అదే కదా. రాజేశ్వర్ ఏమన్నాడు, మీరు మమ్మల్ని ఇంత ఇట్లా ఎందుకు తయారు చేశారని మనల్ని బ్లేమ్ చేస్తున్నాడు. సో నాట్ లైక్ దట్.
మనం తయారు చేయలే. తండ్రికి పెన్షన్ వస్తే కొడుకు బాగా చూస్తున్నాడు, తండ్రికి పెన్షన్ లేకపోతే వాడు బజార్లో ఉంటున్నాడు. ఇవన్నీ చాలా మనం కూర్చొని మాట్లాడుకుందాం.
కరెక్ట్
We will
కరెక్ట్
discuss.
ఓకే సో నైస్
నాకు ఇంత సమయం ఇచ్చినందుకు మీకు థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్తూ నా
Very
కాన్సెప్ట్
nice,
ఏం లేదు,
sir.
మనం
Yeah.
అందరం కలిసి కూర్చుని చక్కని
Yeah, yeah.
ప్రోగ్రామ్
Yes,
చేద్దాం.
sir. I
మనం
think
అందరం
Sir
కలిసి
Sashanara
ఇంత
Garu
చదువు
wants to talk.
యా సత్యనారాయణ గారు ప్లీజ్ కైండ్లీ
Okay.
షేర్ యువర్ వ్యూస్. సత్యనారాయణ గారు
Yes,
kindly share
yes,
your
sir.
views.
Yes, sir.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
Yeah,
Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Can you hear me clearly?
Sir, we can hear you, but we cannot see you.
Really?
Yes, sir.
1 second, sir.
Now you're on, sir.
Yes,
Now?
yes.
Now?
Again,
Okay,
you went-
okay.
Now you went off. No, sir, went off.
Okay, no issue, sir. Here I have some issue. Just I will try to make my point quickly. Hello.
Sir.
Can you
yes.
hear? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Please.
It's
Yeah,
clear.
quickly I will
sir.
make my point, sir.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, go ahead.
So yeah. Only one thing I observed, sir, clearly. It's not about when it comes to senior citizenship. Most cases, our cry is about only economic assistance as well as health assistance. These two are the important things. And another important thing is in the very beginning of our discussion, sir said very clearly about it. And government must utilize their knowledge, their experience, and they have to share everything. And we must take full advantage of their age and experience. That is the top priority thing. And whoever interested, whoever the master in their particular trade, like Murthy
Yes.
Garu and other members, they must actually address through virtual sessions to the entire nation, to different colleges, including IITs and other need not be engineering college, even in humanities, everything, and they have to contribute. And people like me, right now I am 47, sir, actually. Because of my granddaughter, I became a grandpa. Otherwise, still I have some more time to get into that particular thing. But what I mean to say is, there is one thing actually always boggling in my mind. I didn't get a chance to get into army or military services. At least in my retirement age, the nation can utilize my services somewhere, even if I can wash the dishes of soldiers. That is an ultimate thing. With dignity and royalty, I can do that, because a kind of a nation service that is. So another important thing is, instead of wasting, it's not that I'm not saying that these voluntary organizations are actually doing the wrong thing. They are doing the ultimate thing, beautiful thing, and complete pranamams to them. What I mean to say is, the government must take care of senior citizens, and all these voluntary organizations must contribute to the actual citizens of the nation. They have to work for the teenagers. They have to work for the infants. They have to work for those who are actually real this thing, lives for the building the nation. And the government completely must dedicate themselves to senior citizens. They have to formulate certain programs, and they have to contribute a lot. So these are the different things I have in my mind. The only thing is, most cases, senior citizenship, actually, that point comes, or people cry about only economic reasons and health related issues. And the government must be very, very strict in terms of actually punishing their kids. Actually, it's not the son or daughter. Grandson and granddaughter must take care of their grandparents. That is very important. Up to that level, at least 1 or 2 generations ahead, if you think senior citizen is always an excellent, it's not excellent or this a boon or ban, it's a mandatory thing. After taking the bath, compulsory, that is actually downside curve actually towards the lost journey. So it's an ultimate thing. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. I'm eagerly waiting for that particular age. Thank you so much, sir. If
Nice,
anything is
nice,
wrong in my
sir.
talk, if anything is wrong in my talk, please excuse me. You are all eminent people, far, far better than me. Excuse me.
No,
And if
no.
there is anything important, kindly take it. Thank you.
Satyanarayan garu,
Thank you, Mr.
excellent,
Thank you,
excellent,
thank you, Mr.
this-
Satyanarayan Garu. Thank you,
Murthy
Mr.
garu, ఒక్క
Satyanarayan Garu. As you said,
Carry
there
on,
are
carry
acts, rules, so many
Yeah.
things supporting the senior citizens. But
Correct.
on record, but in
Ah,
implementation, they are very poor, very poor. There we are failing, going back.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
what required. That is what required.
Got it.
One point,
We agree.
one point, please.
నాగేశ్వర గారు చెప్పండి. చెప్పండి.
చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తా. రీసెంట్ గా
ఆ,
కేటీఆర్ గారికి మున్సిపల్ శాఖ మంత్రికి నేను ఒక మెమరాండం ఇచ్చా.
ఆ,
దాంట్లో ఒక లైన్ చెప్తా మీకు.
Okay.
సీనియర్ సిటిజన్స్ కి బస్తీ దవాఖానాల్లో 30 సర్కిల్స్ ఒక దవాఖానా పూర్తిగా మాకన్నా ఇవ్వండి, లేకపోతే మాకు ఒక రోజన్నా ఇవ్వండి అంటే దే రియల్లీ ఇట్ రిజల్టెడ్. ఇప్పుడు ప్రతి గురువారం మనకి పూర్తిగా సీనియర్ సిటిజన్స్ కి ప్రతి మెడికల్ హాస్పిటల్లో మనకి ఇచ్చారు, డయాగ్నోస్ టెస్ట్ అన్ని ఇచ్చారు. అలాగే మనం అడిగితే, మనం యునైటెడ్ గా అడిగితే పనులు జరుగుతాయి. గవర్నమెంట్ ఏది అడగంటే చేయదు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Correct. Thank you. So nice of you, sir. Nageswara garu and Parsarthi garu. Really, you are learned people and you are doing a lot for the senior citizens, individually as well as from your association and group. It's really so nice of you. Thanks a lot. Madhumati garu, Madam Madhumati, you were silent.
Yes.
You should give your comments.
Yeah. So far, everything about outside the house or the home, all grandfathers' attributes to the society and to the domestic level. But now grandmother's role come. Though I'm not a senior citizen.
No. Senior citizen is a grandmother, madam.
No,
Yes.
madam.
I'm not
Senior citizen includes both.
Of course, sir, but I'm not a senior citizen yet. Getting to that age after a few years. So, viewing grandmothers' domestic abuses, maybe in the hands of daughters-in-law or sons-in-law, or because of financial insecurity or health grounds, what would be the solution or what would be the relief measure for grandmothers? I have one point, one example I would quote, if you permit. Do we have time, Swami?
No, we can go ahead, ma'am. Not an issue.
Okay. One thing is,
Let's
this
extend. Not an issue.
Brahma Kumari organizations, what they do is they have for senior citizens also one wing, and one best example or the real example was my husband's aunt who had no children. After her husband's death, she was admitted to Brahma Kumaris. A lady who would die early had lived 15 years more, just because she was actively tuned into Brahma Kumari's system of meditation or whatever they had. So, and that means that makes the mind busy, that makes the physical strength busy, that gives them a security of the people around, and that gives them the idea to live, to do something to the society. So the ladies of the house or the grandmothers also have capacity or some strength, physical strength and mental strength to serve the society. So what could be the measures for the grandmothers without leaving the house but doing at home? That's number one. Number two, if government is unable to provide financial assistance or any other secured measure during the services of the grandmother, as she would be a young lady, I will quote one story here. There used to be one elderly lady who had given her house for paying guest for one young student. This student would often ask that old lady whether she requires his help. She would as well answer that she doesn't require any help as such. And one day the young boy, being surprised, pesters her to answer why she doesn't require his help, because she's an old lady, and when she would be on the bed, then somebody should take care of her. Then she replies that when she was young, it seems one day in a month, she had served one organization, and there she had marked her attendance, and that credit was added. And when she turns old, the same service from that organization will be given to her if she lies on the bed in her old age. So this is like credit bank. Is there a provision like that for the grandmothers of the society who would be single, who would not have any security, either financial or physical? Can there be such measure taken for the well-being of the women?
Madam, well taken, madam. Parsarthi garu, can we answer her question? Parsarthi garu, can we answer her question?
Sub rule 5 of Rule 21 of Telangana State Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizen Rules provides that if there is any complaint, she can make a complaint to the police station and they have to attend immediately. And
Oh.
the senior citizens who are living by themselves alone must be visited by the police at least once in 3 months. Once in 3 months, they should visit them and inquire about their welfare and what they need. And
but
if
it will not happen, Lendi, sir. అది జరగని పని అనుకోండి అది.
but
police
as madam is telling that the extending services is not there, but if
Yeah.
she is having any problems, they will be attended to by the police immediately. They have to attend. And if
Good,
any
sir.
servant maids have to be engaged by a senior citizen, they can ask the police to verify the antecedents of the working people, servant maids,
Oh.
before taking them
Oh.
into service.
Oh.
That provision is also there in the act and the rules.
Very good, sir.
Sir,
And now we have
Thank you,
next.
sir, I will answer Madhumati గారి question.
Okay.
Madam,
please.
Madhumati గారు, you follow Telugu or English only?
తెలుగు
English, no
తెలుగు
problem,
మీరు
sir.
ఏదైనా చెప్పండి, ఏదైనా పర్వాలేదు.
పర్లా మధుమతి గారు, నేను కూడా బ్రహ్మకుమారి ఫాలోవర్ గా చేశాను.
Okay.
మీ క్రెడిట్ సిస్టమ్ ఆల్రెడీ వేరే కంట్రీస్ లో ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ ఉంది మనకి. ఏది స్వీడన్ లాంటి కొన్ని కంట్రీస్ లో రీసెంట్లీ హ్యాస్ సీన్. మీరు ఏదైతే 67 దాటిన తర్వాత వేరే ఎన్జిఓ కానీ ఓల్డేజ్ కానీ ఎక్కడికైనా సర్వీస్ చేస్తే అక్కడ యాక్టే చేశారు. ఆ క్రెడిట్ అవర్స్ ని మీరు గనక బ్యాంకు ఒక కార్డు ఇస్తారు మీకు, ఏది ఒక ఐడెంటిఫై కార్డు. ఆ ఐడెంటిఫై కార్డు కనుక మీరు పెడితే, ఏటీఎం లాగా పెడితే, ఎన్ని గంటలు అయితే మీరు యొక్క సేవ చేశారో అన్ని గంటలు మీ వృద్ధాప్యంలో వాళ్ళకి సేవ చేసే అరేంజ్మెంట్ ఫాదర్ కంట్రీస్ ఉంది ఇప్పుడు కూడా. క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళకేమో ఫ్రీగా ఉంది, మనకి డబ్బులతో ఉంది తేడా. అది మన డబ్బులు ఇస్తే సేవ చేసే వాళ్ళు బోల్డ్ మంది ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళకి డబ్బులు లేకుండా ఈ క్రెడిట్ కార్డ్ సిస్టమ్ దాన్ని డిపాజిట్ చేసేది. రీసెంట్లీ నేను చాలా మంది ఈ ఆర్టికల్స్ చదివాను నేను. అట్లాగే పెద్దల్ని గౌరవించమనేది జపాన్ లో, ఇండోనేషియాలో నేర్పుతారు ఫస్టే 6వ తరగతి స్కూల్. షార్ట్లీ సబితాయేంద్ర రెడ్డి గారికి వెళ్ళి మనకు కూడా పెద్దల్ని గౌరవించమనే పద్ధతులకి మేము మెమరాండం అయిపోతున్నాం మేడం. అందుకని ఆ సిస్టమ్ నాకు తెలుసు. బ్రహ్మకుమారిలో సీనియర్ సిటిజన్ అని తెలుసు. నేను రాజస్థాన్ వెళ్ళాను, అన్ని వెళ్ళాను. ఇది మీకు ఆన్సర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Right, madam. Right, sir. Excellent. Very good. And
Thank you,
sir,
sir.
Dr. Swami, we have another Indira madam from from our Durgabai Deshmukh
Durgabai
Society.
Deshmukh. Yes.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
So
welcome
can you please
to the
contribute
group,
something?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you so
there
much
for
for
long
being
time.
on the plan.
Yeah.
Yes,
Namaste,
I
madam.
am
Can-
working as a volunteer in Durgabai Deshmukh, one of the schools, administrator. I have retired as a principal of a residential school, and many more states I have visited as a toka of my husband. So
Okay.
now I am alone.
Okay.
Wherever he was posted, I was also going. That is the thing. So,
Okay.
but I have very good children, but they are abroad. So I live alone. My service says I'm fit and healthy. This is
Okay.
number one.
Okay.
The second thing is there is a provision for my health record with railways, with the provision of my husband's retirement.
Okay.
So these are the 2 plus points. The third thing, I have no dearth of money. The family pension is sufficient. Nobody will ask me for anything unless I give as a gift. Right? These are plus points. The minus points are wherever I go, they'll ask, why do you want to stay alone? Why can't you go to your son? Who are they? Why should they give me a criticism that by staying myself, I'm going to give them any trouble? No way. So this is one point which pinches me wherever I go. It's not only in one place, relatives, friends, the generation which is not cultured, I should say. So never mind, I can take it. But by God's grace, with the help of all my friends, I am happy. And then I'm working as a volunteer, and then I will work as long as my health permits. This 5th year.
Excellent, madam.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I am a correspondent, secretary to that school, which is a
Yeah.
government aided school. I don't take any money, but we serve.
Excellent,
Their
madam.
financial
Excellent.
accounts
Kudos.
and office,
Yeah.
all those
Kudos
things
to
we
your
look
strength and motivation, madam.
Thank you. I'm 74.
Oh, great, great, great.
So it's my confidence that leads me in my life.
Yeah.
So the
Correct.
secret is your
Excellent.
confidence.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
My
And
parents, my
yeah.
husband, they all encouraged me
Yeah.
and educated me. That's the thing. Thank you.
I think we have others also like Kamal Bajaj, Ashok Raj, and then Venkat Surunarayana Edavalli. If you would like to contribute anything, we'll be glad to have your views. Hello, are you there?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. In fact,
Yeah.
looking at this, I will be the youngest now in the among the participants for sure,
Okay.
because I
Okay.
recently blessed with a baby girl.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Good.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Okay.
So once I
Congratulations.
got a kid, I understood the problems of elders. Obviously, till the time you don't
Yeah.
experience anything, you will not understand.
I was telling now today's father is tomorrow's grandfather. Of course,
Exactly.
he has
I
to become
completely
grandfather.
agree with you. Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
In fact, my grandmother stays with us only here, my mother's mom.
Great.
So, yeah, I am fortunate. I consider myself fortunate to be spending time with her. Uh, and I thank COVID as well, indirectly, from this perspective, to give me this advantage. Or else I would have been somewhere traveling and doing my job. So she lifted me on her shoulder. She raised me up as a kid, and now when she requires that support, when I was doing those kind of things, it gives a personal satisfaction. So people will
Good.
easily ask, what if you travel, and what if? Then I don't have any answer. But at this moment, considering the present situation, I'm happy doing all these things. And I
May God
also
bless you.
thank you, sir.
May God bless you.
My God. Excellent. Dr.
God
Swami,
bless my parents. In fact, both of them are the ones who are looking after her in a much cared manner. So I'm also just lending my hand. I am just a disciple of them. That's it. I'm just following their footsteps.
good.
And I
God bless you.
sincerely thank all the members here for sharing their views. In fact, I like the most because I wanted to talk about my grandmother, and fortunately, Madhumati ma'am also spoke on the same lines. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Dr. Swami, now can you please encapsulate the some of the discussion we have today on CTD, on your CTD?
Sir, giving that's a very huge task for me. Encapsulating the things that are there, that's a very big task. I think I'm in any way I'm not matured enough and then knowledgeable enough to encapsulate. There are a lot of messages, a lot of ramifications to the issue they presented.
Feelings
in,
and emotions. You got lot of emotions, lot of
Emotions
feelings.
also.
Huh?
Lot of
And
feelings.
whether children are good or father is good, that also we got today now. So we have lot of ramifications. Yeah.
So of all the things, a couple of points that probably needs to be highlighted is the statistics that you initiated with. The current statistics of the number of old aged people or superannuated people or senior citizens, whatever we call, they are quite alarming. Maybe we've been thinking about the environmental degradation. We've been thinking about the extinction of several species and the extraterrestrial creatures, aliens, and then we've been talking about the antimatter or the God's particle, whatever it is. We've been talking about, but it is quite impending. So from the statistics that you mentioned, by 2050, a significant portion of the world's population are entering, probably, as the word slow, though it is slightly derogatory or slightly hurting, might be becoming what Nageshwara Garu called leftover stock in a very few years. And we have already probably this, and how the world is going to be when certain significant amount of population across the world is going to be old aged, and how this resource needs to be taken care of. I think that's a that's probably not on the rounds, or it's not yet fully popularized as much as the environmental degradation or any other serious issues that concern us. That's, I felt, an important aspect to be thought about. And another point which I particularly felt, another insight is the two generations point that Satyanarayan Garu mentioned. It's like we need to make them responsible, that at least they need to take care of two generations. Will actually have a key point. It's not just about the parents, it's about grandparents also. If we can connect that responsibility, probably that maybe they will see how in what way they become boon to them. So I felt these 2 points really striking. And then I have learned, I new insights into this issue, sir. So with that note, shall we call it a day, sir? Shall we call it a day?
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Any other
Thank you very
views
much. Thanks.
So I should
Thank you, Murthy sir. It was quite enlightening.
Thank you, Murthy sir, for
Thank you.
accepting to moderate this discussion, and then
Initiating
initiating the discussion, and then
big respect to
we-
Indra ma'am.
so ma'am, Indira ma'am, Parthasarathy sir, Nageshwara Garu, Satyanarayana Garu, Madhumati Garu, all of you, you are most welcome to conduct CTDs, and you can also take part in Dr. Swami talks, endeavor to share
Yes, yes.
knowledge, and then that informs and transforms people. That's the tagline that we are driven by. So we hope this is
Thank you.
useful to the people who are going to watch it later. So with that note, I'd like to conclude today's session, and we'll meet
Thank you.
next
Thank
month, first Sunday on with a different topic.